All right, guys, I do have an editorial for you this morning. It's Throwback Thursday. That's right. Some point today, I'm going to throw back an old video to you guys today and let you see something from way back. So look for that today at some point. It'll be earlier than 9 o'clock at night like last one. But I am going to throw back a video to you from way back sometime today. Got an editorial for you. It's one that everybody's talking about. But before I get to it, I wanted to say there was this lady on Facebook that said, when I did the 187 video, I posted that. And this lady said, shouldn't you be sheltered in place instead of out stalking the police? Well, first of all, I don't stalk the police any more than they, just as law enforcement officers patrol around looking for speeders or traffic violations to pull people over, or they do ped checks. That's all I do. When I drive around, I see something, interaction with law enforcement, I pull over and I capture it. Does that make sense? So I don't look for the police to record them any more than they look for people that are speeding or committing traffic violations or breaking the law or what have you. It's not stalking any more than it would be for them out there watching cars drive by and looking for stolen cars and hitting it with their automated plate reader and all of that. What I do is no more different than what they do. Just I do it with a camera, they do it with their badge and their patrol car. That's the only difference. So it's not stalking, it's called watching. Thank you guys. I wanted to clarify that. But let's get to our editorial. Thank you to the New York Times for this here story. An Indianapolis police officer shot and killed a man who the authorities said had fired toward the officer on Wednesday evening in an encounter that appeared to have been captured live on Facebook. The Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department said its chief and deputy chief had both been driving home from work at about 6 p.m. when one of them noticed a man driving recklessly and tried to pull him over. The man did not stop, and the officers pursued him for about 10 minutes before being called off by supervisors. About 5 minutes later, another officer ran after the man after he saw him park the car behind a building housing a locksmith and flee on foot. After a short chase, the officer shot and killed him. Chris Bailey, an assistant chief of police, told reporters at the scene that the driver had fired first at the officer. Mr. Bailey said that the officer and the driver were the only ones at the scene during the encounter and that a gun was found near the driver. Later, a statement from the police said there had been an exchange of gunfire, but did not mention who fired first or whether a gun was recovered. The Facebook video that apparently showed the shooting did not show the driver with any gun. I'm going to get back to that. Though much of the encounter happened off camera, the officer, who was not injured, had also used his stun gun, the police said. By nightfall, 100 people gathered near the scene in northwest Indianapolis, some of whom chanted, "No justice, no peace." Here, one morbid comment uttered off camera has drawn wide criticism online. After the shooting, as the drop phone continued to record the sky above the scene, someone can be heard saying, "Think it's going to be a closed casket, homie," followed by laughter. It's not immediately clear who made the comment, if it was the police or someone else. I didn't hear that comment. I'm going to put a link to the actual video that this guy recorded on Facebook Live himself in the description box below. I've listened to it. I've watched it. I've listened real close. I cannot hear anybody say it's going to be a closed casket, homie. Although that may be the statement that the one police officer made at the very end of the video. And you can, again, its link is in the description box below. But I can't hear that. There's a lot of music playing. So I can't confirm that that was actually said. But a couple of things I want to mention on this video, and again, the link is down below in the description box under the story link. The reason I'm giving you a link to the video and not playing it here, there's a lot of music and hip-hop music that he's listening to on his phone while he's driving. When his phone drops, whoever did the screen capture plays a lot of hip-hop music. And my point is, I don't want that on my video because I'll either get the audio removed by YouTube or a copyright strike, or them saying, "Oh, you've got music and we noticed the music through a copyright match," and they'll take out my audio, and that'll screw up this whole editorial. So that's why I'm not showing you. I wanted to show you the whole clip right here, but there's so much music and singing and hip hop on there that I'm afraid they're going to take my audio from this video or shut it down, remove it because, of all the copyrighted music. So, but it is in the link below or description box below. The other thing I wanted to say really quick about this is that if you watch that video, once you get to where he's outside the car running, if you listen real close, you'll hear him say, they'll say, "Stop, F you," and you'll hear 2 shots, bang, bang. Then it's loud too. It sounds like it's real close, bang, bang. Then you hear in the distance, bang, 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 and he drops the phone. So it kind of plays out on the phone audio-wise. It does sound as if he shot twice because it's loud, 2 bangs. Then in the distance, you hear a lower audio of a bunch of bangs, and that's probably the police shooting back. All right, so again, I'm going to draw criticism here by a lot of the anti-cop people that hate cops and say, well, the cop killed this guy and it was wrong. But it does sound like this guy may have shot at the cop twice before they just fired on him. I don't know. Everything's off camera. You really can't see what happened. Everybody's saying this cop shot an unarmed man. Someone did say there was a gun found nearby, even though the police didn't say that at first. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this one. Again, the whole story, it's really a long story. If you guys want to go read it for yourself, it's in the description box below. They said about 3,700 people were watching the live stream on Facebook. It was at 62nd Street in Michigan in Indianapolis. That you guys decide. I'm going to let you guys click the YouTube video below, watch it, and you can make your own conclusions as to what you think happened. But in my own humble opinion, it sounds so much like he said F you, fired twice, and the officer shot on him. I don't know. Community Leo Watch, watching Leos. That's law enforcement officers from coast to coast. And this one, the whole nation is talking about this one, so I wanted to bring it to you this morning. Let you decide what happened for yourself. Thanks for watching, guys, on Throwback Thursday. Enjoy.